Welcome back to Homezy Recipes. Today we're going to share with you a very easy recipe that is not savory. Yes, you heard that right. It's actually a pudding or breakfast or dessert or whatever you feel like calling it. And it's a very well-known superfood that is highly prized for its great minerals, vitamins, oils, and health benefits. We welcome on the show chia seeds. This is the brand we use in Homezy always. And in this version today, we're going to be using milk chia seeds. That basically means we will not have slippery seeds, nor will we need to soak it and wait for it overnight or wait for it for a few hours. So it's a very easy recipe. I'll get started and I will show you different variations of it depending on what different people might like. Feel free to also be adventurous with your recipe. I will use my cups to make it easy, not just because it's a Canadian thing, but just because it's much easier to use cups. And for your milk of choice, you can choose whichever milk you prefer. In our case, we're using almond milk. Of course, if you're allergic to nuts, please use coconut milk and avoid almond milk. So I'm going to take 1.5 cup of almond milk. So that's my 3/4 cup times 2. And I will pour it into my mixing. This is not my mixing bowl. This is my mixing blender or whatever you want to call it. So there we go. Now, to fit with that amount, I am going to mix some of my cacao. So I will use pure Peruvian cacao, which is very dark, which will guarantee for me good consistency and very strong flavor. And for the cacao, I will use 3 tablespoons of cacao. So that's a generous 1, generous 2, and generous 3. It's gonna take me a few seconds, not minutes, to mix this cacao. Once it's fully blended, I will be adding a bit of salt. Yes, I know it's a dessert, but we're adding salt here because it brings out the taste of the cacao more. Now, I will add my other ingredients, all of them, before I add the chia seed, because chia seed will take a bit of time and it will absorb all the liquids, which will make it harder. So now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of stevia, and actually 4 tablespoons of stevia. So please check the stevia you use. Make sure it's always safe for children. We're not baking here, but usually we go for high quality stevia that's safe for baking, safe for children, safe for everyone. I'm adding 4 tablespoons because I know the friends I'm making this for enjoy very sweet things. If I was making it for just my husband and I would be adding 3 tablespoons. So it's up to you how many tablespoons you add, as long as it satisfies the taste of those trying it. So that's my stevia. And before I start mixing it, I will also add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's my teaspoon of vanilla extract. And just because I want to make this a bit exotic, now this part is up to you really. You can choose to make it with just cacao, or you can choose to make this pudding with peanuts, or if you're allergic to nuts, you can choose to make it sprinkled with coconuts or goji berries or whatever you prefer. But in our case, we actually love the combination of chocolate and hazelnut. So I will be using hazelnut butter. And again, this is a brand we trust in Homezy, and we always use it and promote it to all our customers, which is Natural World. It's also a family business like ours based in London. So to make the hazelnut flavor not too intense, I will add 2 tablespoons of hazelnut. And that's my 1. And that's my 2. And I'll continue mixing it all together. So, last part of the recipe is 2/3 of a cup of the milk chia seed. As I explained at the beginning of the video, you're welcome to use non-milled chia seed, but you might have to soak it in this overnight and wait for it a few hours. We don't have the patience for that, so we are going to use the milled variety. And this is my 2/3 of a cup. And I'll continue mixing. The consistency of this will become something like egg, because the chia seed will absorb all the liquids in my hot chocolate, cacao, all the stevia, everything that we had liquid-wise there will become like an egg mix. So just keep mixing and give it a few minutes until it solidifies. Now, this is the kind of consistency we're looking for. As I mentioned, if you like it sweeter, you can add more stevia. If you like it less sweet, you can add less stevia. Now I'm going to put this in little pots, and then I will I'll sprinkle a little bit of hazelnuts on top. So it's very difficult to get it off this, but there we go. It should roll out easily into the pot. You might have to cut the amount that you want. And then sprinkle some hazelnuts. And voila, my pudding is ready. I'm gonna have a bite, see how it tastes. Enjoy your pudding, guys, and see you soon. Bye. Welcome back to the extension of this video. So this is the non-vegan part. We're making this batch for my neighbor and friend who also does very hardcore keto. By hardcore keto, I mean he supplements with this and that and does everything he can to continue being in ketosis all the time. Now he asked me to add something called exogenous ketones, which is this. And while we have endogenous ketones that are produced in our liver, these kind of extra ketones allow us to be adding them to our food. You can see this is a bit unnatural for me, but a lot of people doing hardcore keto out there use these. They're very invaluable for them. I personally don't use them, but if someone asks me to put it in theirs, I will. So all I'm simply going to do is, at the stage where we were doing all the mixed liquids together, liquids and powders, before we added the chia seed, we're going to add this. So this is the batch for Adrian and I with the hazelnut. For his batch, I will be adding this at that point, and it's just very easy. It's a powder. I will sprinkle it on, mix it with everything else. This one specifically tastes of Swiss cacao, and you will be able to find it in the link below on this website where you can buy them. Once you buy them, you don't even have to add them to your chia seed. You can also add them to your waters, to your drinks, to your milkshakes, to whatever you prefer to add them to. They're very versatile, and they give the benefits of ketosis, but externally rather than from the body itself having to go through the fasting and all aspects of that. So I'm going to add it for my neighbor. Vegans, this is not a vegan product. So until it is verified as vegan, it does say it is gluten-free, keto, dairy-free, and kosher certified, but for some reason it doesn't say vegan. So it might be worth asking the company that produces them why it doesn't say vegan when it's all of these other items. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next episode. Okay. It's the light. It's really painful on my eyes. Okay. Point that one that way, please. Like this one, like, yeah. No, point them both away from me. No, habibi, yeah. Yeah, see, that's much better.
Okay.
Why that bad? Hi, guys. Nice to see. Oh, do it again, baby.
Okay, go.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. So, today, no, baby, I said so again.